But we have another query now coming in from Rahul Reddy from Hyderabad, and he's holding 80 shares of HDFC Bank at 717, so he's at a profit over 22,000. Asking if he should continue to hold for the next 2 to 3 years. Saurabh, there is an obvious answer, I'm sure, but would you recommend this particular trade? And if not, anything else that you like in the banking space? Do PSU banks favor over the private ones right now?
I think in the private sector banks, I like ICICI more than HDFC Bank, but I think the integration issues have now been left behind, and the HDFC Bank has now started posting good set of numbers, and we have seen that the bank has come out of the lows also. There is an improvement in the operational matrices also. So in my opinion, I think it is a good hold for next 2-3 years, and if you want to further diversify, you can opt for ICICI Bank for that matter, or maybe company like Indian Bank in the PSU space.
Got the view, Saurabh. But we have another query now. Viewer dialing in from Hyderabad for a stock query. Gopal is calling us right now. Gopal, very good morning and thanks so much for joining in. What's your query?
Good morning. I have Tata Motors PV business shares of 5,000 shares at 380. So I wanted to add more this at this level. So is it a right bet for that like long term 2 to 3 years?
And Gopal, do you have any other auto stocks in your portfolio, or is it the only one?
Yeah, commercial space I have iShare vehicles, but PV business I am like valuation wise, the Tata Motors is like trading at a low valuation, right? I wanted to have that, add it to the portfolio.
And can you hold it for the long term? Can you hold it for maybe the next 2 to 3 years?
Yeah, it is like a long term view, like 5 years. I know JLR business is very tricky now.
Right.
But I wanted to add more actually.
Most certainly. Most certainly, Gopal. Let me go across to Saurabh real quickly. Saurabh, he has iShare in the CV space and the bike space as well. Should he, add more to the 5,000 shares of Tata Motors PV that he already holds at 380, or would you recommend any other in the passenger vehicle space for him?
Yeah, I think the investor himself knows that the company is struggling with its business with respect to the JLR and all. So he wants to take a contrarian call. If that happens to be the case, looking at the valuations only, then he may go along on the Tata Motors. But in my opinion, I think contrarian call sometimes takes a lot of pain, gives a lot of pain, and you will see that the other stocks will start moving up, and your stocks does not perform, because it will only perform when the operational matrices will improve. So in my opinion, I think it is always good to take bet on where the performance is coming. Now, the other stock in the Tata in the automobile space, I like in the not in the passenger vehicle, but in the two-wheeler space is the TVS Motor.
Okay. The next query is from Ashok Pai, who's writing to us from Bangalore. He wants to understand the short to medium term outlook, that's 2 to 6 months of view for Finolex Industries at the current levels. Ajit, let me come to you on this one. What's your view with regards to this?
So the correction is still continuing, means though we are seeing that the price has stabilized a bit of late, but we are still trading below the short-term averages on multiple time frames. So this indicates that this sideways negative tone might continue. Considering that the last time this zone closed around 700 is the area basically where it witnessed the breakout. So maybe that zone might act as a strong base formation area. But as of now, there is no indication whatsoever. So fresh buying is something that you should avoid. But for the existing position, 700 in the closing base should be a stop loss. The moment we cross, let's say 825, 830, then probably we can see some decisive buying interest re-emerging.